The original model was a Torro Panther F radio control tank with metal wheels, base and turret. The details were quite accurate and even came with photo-etched parts, but this model to be display only, so the RC functions will be removed. The top shield on the mantlet was missing on this model and I had to make one from aluminum plate. I used a cardboard to make a template for cutting the plate. It was then glued and secured to the front with CA glue and epoxy resin. The welding seam detail was made with epoxy putty thin strips carefully sculpted. The turret top armor plates were made out of plastic boards. The thickness was proportionate to the real metal thickness used. The size and shape were carefully measured from the turret to make sure it fits perfectly to all the features. The edges and corners were filed and sanded for perfect fit between the top and bottom plates. The hatch inside is plain without details and I had to scratch build everything. The plastic handles were replaced with metal ones made from brass strips. The mounting bolts to be mounted onto the turret top by drilling holes through the plates. For casting texture on the turret, I used the Easy Cast paste to recreate the rugged surface of the cast. The periscope glass covers were missing. I used transparent film cut into sizes, then painted them with transparent green paint. To make the reflective lens effect, I put chrome film on the back of the glass cover. The protective grills were replaced with my own PE parts. I used the rubber part of the pencil to depress the grills to mimic the sagging effect over repeated stepping. My PE set came with various mounting details for the tools. Small details like pins and chains were added. Damages and dents were added to the rear storage boxes with drilling tool and sculpting knife. Mr. Surfacer was used to smoothen the surface and later sanded. The rear towing detail was enhanced by adding pins and chains. After applying the primer and base color, to me a dark yellow too, I began to apply the camouflage pattern of deep green. The rim of wheel was left exposed bare metal color on the real tank. This could be achieved by grinding away the applied paint on the rims. The teeth of the sprocket wheel were done in the same way to expose the bare metal finish. To me, a paint liner was used for the dark wash and shading effect. Streaking effect could be done using the same paint liner solution. The moving direction of the cotton swab has to be aligned with the gravity direction, or else the streaking effect would not be convincing. I used diluted flat black to further enhance the streaking marks and to add shadows to the recessed areas. Chipped marks were painted in a microscopic scale using enamel black plus brown paints. I used light rust effect solution on the outside diffused area and standard on top of the chipped areas. I used mineral spirit to lightly diffuse further the rust so that it looks like the rain water is spreading it. To give the top armor plate the rusted raw metal look, I applied the rust texture paint over the base coat. The second coat needs to be dabbed by a hard brush to create an even textured rusting surface. The rusted plate should have various shade of rust and dust colors. This was achieved by splattering different rust pigment solutions with a brush. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and share.